Before we start off this demo, this is our 2-year anniversary of demos, so that must mean we'll release this product pretty soon, right? Indeed it does, so let's get into it. Indiegogo units will be cheaper than retail units at 270 euros, or 270 freedom dollars by today's exchange rate. But keep in mind we'll have like an early bird price for the extra early orders at 210 euros. Or, you know, by today's exchange rate, 210 bald eagle dollars. So if you want it as early and as cheap as possible, we recommend being really fast on that pledge button for our Indiegogo once that launches. But say you might want to buy our super epic StonX CBT. Well, so then you might wonder, when does this thing even launch? Like, when does the Indiegogo launch, right? It'll be within this year, most likely within a month from now. Say you buy our StonX CBT because you're a super epic VR gamer. You might ponder upon yourself, what will come in the box? How will you get it set up? Why are all your friends becoming furries? These are all great questions in life, and I might be able to answer some of them at least. This is our tracker right now. It has gotten quite the size reduction from the DP4 tracker that we used in our last demo actually. So yeah, both in like, you know, this kind of size, thickness, although battery life has decreased. Oh no, I know, right? This only, wait, I gotta do the meme. This bad boy can fit so many gameplay hours. Yeah, this has over 20 hours of battery life, and you charge it via USB-C, nothing like odd about it. This thing has if I remember correctly, has about 100 hours of battery life, which is maybe a bit more than what you'd need, to be honest. But we decided to reduce battery because haha, small size. And if 20 hours is not enough for you, I think you need to go outside and touch some grass. However, we know that you need many of these trackers, right? So you're gonna create a lot of cable clutter. So we'll have a charging dock that you can buy. So you just plop your trackers down. No need for a huge amount of cable clutter all over the place. And it will just be very convenient. So how do I set up the tracking stuff? Well, once the development is finished, here's the step-by-step process. 1. Calibrate the trackers. This is a one-time thing you only have to do once within the tracker's lifetime. 2. Connect the dongle to your PC. Download our software and follow the instructions. 3. Calibrate the tracking for your body. That's all really. You might want to hop into VR to touch some virtual grass. While using full body tracking for research purposes, after your totally healthy 15-hour play session, you realize reality exists and you need to eat. As you take off your headset, you notice that you're not wearing StonX StonXings. Truly devastating, of course. However, do I have news for you? Soon, that's right, soon, we'll have real-life StonXings that you can buy. They even fit me, and I'm like an average 190 centimeters tall. That's totally average, right? Oh yeah, and that's a bit more than 6'2" in freedom units. Do note that they are not stockings. They are programming socks. They make you 20% better at code and 10% more sellout. Great job. But at least we don't steal your browser history, because frankly, I don't think we want to see it. That's right, our software will be completely open sourced. This way you can read through the code and make sure we didn't steal your data. Not only that, but you can modify the software to feature a stall flow. a French historical figure, and definitely not an anime character. You know what we also have? Custom-made straps. We even have a special chest strap that doesn't interfere with any front-end package. Or in scientific terms, booba. You know, so you can actually play comfortably. Oh, and by the way, our trackers are also completely wireless. No cables hanging from your body that you can snag and break, you know, because cables tend to do that. When it comes to occlusion-less tracking like this, people are often a bit worried about drift. So what does drift even mean? Well, ladies, gents, and NBs, drift is when a tracker slowly loses its grip of reality, or, in other words, doesn't know where the fuck it's at. Luckily, our trackers use a centuries-old technique called measuring the direction of Earth's magnetosphere. Or, like humans like to call it, a compass. This way we can completely eliminate drift. Unless you live in a metal cage, which I hope you don't. Unless you're into that, but I don't want to know. Right now our dongle supports up to 6 trackers, but we'll be working on adding compatibility for up to 8 trackers. Oh yeah, and your computer basically has to do no work because all the algorithms run on our hardware, aka our FAP tech. So that's a bit on hardware. But what if said hardware no worky? Well, if you've ever had the pleasure to deal with Mammoth support, we'll have the same support, so you can expect the same quality of support from us. Yeah. Some of you were worried about how the latest demo was because of the hardware faults, and if they would bleed over to production. Well, these hardware faults were present on our PP1 tracker, or production prototype 1, and we fixed it with some QA remedies for PP2, along with some other quality of life changes. All this talking, but when does it actually ship? Because that's what matters in the end. And right now, by the looks of it, it will ship with some margin for error in Q2 2023. Well, enough talking. If you have any further questions, you can bring them up with our support on the website. Or join our Discord for even faster answers. Links down in the description. Time for the actual demo. Ta-da!